Was doing well, except I started having panic attacks in the middle of the night, and I didn't know what was going on. And after about 5 years of these panic attacks at night, I developed pneumonia and went into the military hospital, and they immediately recognized something was going on, and that's when I found out I needed to be on a bi-pap at night. I'm sorry, it's bi-level machine at night with a backup to it. And been on that for 16 years. 2 years ago, I developed what they call respiratory failure, went into the hospital with that, and after a week of being in there, when I left the hospital, I couldn't leave without oxygen. So I've been on 1 to 1.5 liters of oxygen ever since. First of all, I thought the BiPAP was very confining. I couldn't just go somewhere and decide, hey, I want to spend the night out, because my machine was back home. And that was a real pain in the neck for me. And then I've got used to that, knowing I had to be at home at night to sleep. The oxygen has become even more cumbersome, I can't go anywhere without it. And if it wasn't for the wonderful man I'm married to now, I wouldn't be able to get around probably, because he hooks me up everywhere, and in the house, going through the house and pulling my little green cord around the house, and my cat plays with it. And I can't just walk outside, we live on the lake, I can't just walk down to the lake and sit out on my deck, because I've got this without changing, getting off the concentrator that's in the house and changing to my tank and having somebody drag my tank out for me. So that has been very limiting. But I still am extremely grateful that I'm as healthy as I am, and I've got, the life I have. So it's just, it's a nuisance, but it's made me feel good. I can cough much stronger and harder. Depends on the weather and maybe how full my tummy is, on how well I'm breathing at the time. Sometimes my breathing is really good. If the weather is kind of like it is today, very moist out and everything, it's a lot harder to breathe. So my breathing is really affected by kind of the weather and again, how much food I have in my stomach. If I overeat, I have a really difficult time breathing. People everywhere I have been so kind and so nice, and made my life just a great place. I feel like I've lived a very, very blessed life. I had the most wonderful parents in the entire world. I would fall down, my mom would pick me up, take the gravel out of my knees and send me back outside. There was no, no poor thing here, sit here, don't get hurt. It was get right back out there, and that's what we all have to do. We have to keep getting up and getting back out there, because life needs to be lived, and we only get one chance, and it's a great place, and you make it what it is.